Dear all students of class 5, today we'll be starting a new lesson, and the lesson is from history textbook. Name of the lesson is Evolution of Mankind. This is the one of the most interesting lessons that you have in the textbook. You will be very interested to learn about the history of human species, how humans were changed, how they were evolved from very beginning to the modern age. So you will be surprised to study about these species of human being which were in the past, what we call our ancestors. Okay, so we'll be discussing one by one about them. So let's begin. The first species of human being, or the first human beings which were more studied carefully, they are Homo habilis. So if you look at the title of the word Homo habilis, you will find the word Homo will be common in all the human types. So what is meant by Homo? Homo means human or man. Homo means human or man. So Homo will be the common word for all human beings. And the another word, that second word, will be changing. It will be changing when the species or the type of man change. So Homo means human or man, and habilis means what? One who uses hands skillfully. In previous lesson we have discussed about the human ancestors were apes. From apes human were evolved, and they were evolved into Homo habilis and other species. So Homo habilis, we can say, the earliest human beings, and before Homo habilis, man was not able to use the hands very carefully, and he was not able to walk also very carefully, or he was not able to walk easily as well. Okay, so the man was not able to stand erect, or it was not able to move its hands and legs very easily as we are doing nowadays. And it was happening because these parts of the bodies were not much used, as the man was not walking more and more. So it was, we can say, he was spending more time on trees. So his limbs were not much developed. As soon as he started using the hands and limbs, or we can say legs, so these started getting used to become more flexible. Okay, so Homo habilis, if you find the literal meaning of this word, is Homo means human and habilis means the man or a person who is able to use the hands and limbs carefully, especially hands. And where these first found, the Homo habilis species, or their skeleton, their bones, are found in the areas between the borders of two countries, and these two countries are Kenya and Tanzania. These were found on the border region of which two countries? Kenya and Tanzania. So you must be asked this, you may be asked this question, where these human beings found. So answer is, they were found on the border region of Kenya and Tanzania. So Louis Leakey is the scientist who has discovered about this type of human beings. He studied about this type of human beings, and he carefully observed the things like how are his limbs, how are his legs, all these things he studied carefully, and the credit of finding about this human being is given to Louis Leakey, a scientist. Then there are certain physical features or biological features, characteristics of human beings, or this type of human beings, that is Homo habilis. So how their body was and what are the features of this type of human beings. So these people were the spine was little bent or slightly bent. Spine, you know that backbone. Spine is what? Backbone. The backbone of this type of human beings was slightly bent. Now our spine is erect and straight. Now you can sit very comfortably erect. Okay. But these type of human beings were bending a little. The spine was bending. Okay. And their hands and legs were similar to that of apes. So their hands and legs were similar or same like apes, and their brain was bigger than apes. So earlier you have to remember this, as the man was thinking and he was becoming more and more intelligent, his brain also was becoming bigger, because he was using more and more. I have told you in the previous lesson that if you are using a particular body part, it will be developed. Okay, so the man was using more and more brain. He was thinking, he was doing imaginations. So his brain was developing. So his Homo habilis brain was also developing as compared to apes. But these are not yet very intelligent. These human species are not much intelligent, so they don't know much or many things that we know today. But as compared to apes, they were quite intelligent. Okay, so now we have comparison with apes and Homo habilis. Next time when we'll take another species, there will be comparison between Homo habilis and other species. Okay, so their brain was bigger than that of apes, and they could stand on feet and their feet, and they could walk. They were able to walk. And more about Homo habilis we have, like the tools which were useful, which were not useful rather, for hunting big animals. So most of the human beings like Homo habilis and erectus and other few species, these were making tools, and these tools were mostly made from the stone. This man has not yet understood or come to know about different metals, so he was just using stone tools. So how he was making the stone tools? He was picking some sharp stones, and he was making it little bit sharper, as he don't know how to make more and more sharp tools. Most of his tools were, we can say, naturally made, or they were collecting sharp tools. Tools means stones. And these stones were not useful to hunt big animals. These were not useful to hunt big animals because they were not very sharp. If we want to hunt a big animal, we may require a spear. These people may require a spear so that they can hunt from a longer distance, but they don't know how to make the spears. So they were making such stone tools which were used to scratch away the skin of the animals or the meat of the animal, so that it will be easier for them to take out the meat from the body of animals. So these were useful for scraping meat and break bones marrow. So bones marrow, these were mostly we can say depending on the meat of the animals. So what they used to do, they used to eat more flesh of the animals, and they used to eat the bone marrow or marrow. So that was how. So if they used to break the bones, and whatever the after the breaking the bones, they used to get some meat inside the bone. So that was called bone marrow. And these people were foragers. What is forager? I will tell you. So foragers are the animals or the species of you. They are eating the flesh of other animal. For example, suppose tiger has hunted a deer. Okay, this is one example only. So tiger has hunted a deer, and the tiger left after eating. After tiger has eaten some part of the deer, and the tiger left. So the remaining flesh of that animal, like deer, was eaten by this type of human beings. So they were eating the leftover of the flesh hunted by the other animal. Okay, you must have understood what is mean by foragers. These people were foragers. They were not very intelligent, that's why they could not do much hunting. Then they hunted small animals. Even they eat wild fruits and roots also. So along with flesh of the animals, they were eating wild fruits and roots of the plants. So here are examples of Homo habilis, how they used to look like. Okay, this is a image of Homo habilis. You can see their spine is little bit bent, and their limbs are they are able to walk, and the limbs you can see similar to apes, and they had long hair on their bodies. As the man started using clothes, the hair started decreasing. Okay, then here is also one more image of this Homo habilis. So you can see their face is quite different, or it's looking different from the modern human beings. Slowly this will be changed. The body parts of the human beings which were found in the past, and now they will be slowly changing. Most of the parts of the body, they will be changed. You can see the shape of the face here. This is one example how they were using the stone tools. These were the stone tools which were used by these people. You can see how they are. A few part of it, it has a sharp point. Okay, more examples of tools which were made by these people. So they were eating more flesh. You can have the pigs here. Okay, so this was all about Homo habilis, the first human species that we have discussed. And I want you to do one activity. What is that activity? That activity you can do when I will be completing the lesson. But before that, you should be prepared for the activity. So what is the activity? So you have to make a comparative chart of all species of human, and you have to focus following points. So you make a chart and make columns on the chart. In one column you will write Homo habilis. In the second column you will write Homo erectus, Homo neanderthal, the species that we are going to discuss in the next videos one by one. So as soon as you will complete the lesson, you can complete the chart. So in that, what you have to focus is, you have to collect the places of evidences from which country these their skeletons and their body parts were found. That I will be telling in each video. Okay, so you watch the video carefully. Now I have told you, today only I have told you about Homo habilis, from where the places of evidences like border region of Tanzania and Kenya. Then you will be writing about the food they used to eat. What was the food of each species? Like today we have discussed about these were foragers and these were more eating meat of the animals, and they were even eating roots of the plants. So this was the food. The next tools made by these people, what tools were made and what was the specialty, whether they were sharp and how was they and how they could make this, that you will be writing in that column. And physical features, in physical feature what you can write about their brain, how was their brain, how was their body parts like hands, okay, so whether they were bending, how was their spinal cord. These things you will be writing in that column. So the point will be same in all the columns, means the same point you will write in the each type of species. Like Homo habilis, in Homo habilis column you will write about the places of evidence. Food, the same point you will repeat, but the information will be different. So it is your creativity how you make it more interesting. You can use the pictures also of this type of animals. So I have shown you few pictures, like I have shown you the how they were looking, how were their tools, and how was their food. These images you can use and you can paste in your chat. Okay, so I think this much is enough for part 1. We'll be discussing more about coming lectures or coming parts in our next videos.